sort of...
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Command.
Potential combatants in the vicinity. Confronting threat.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Maintaining your battle.
Go. Don't do the last.
Let us make our way to Paradise Island at once.
Don't.
Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly in the hopes that you will comply with his request and come with me peaceably.
I
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the Consul.
Questions of intent. Now, what shall it be, Arbiter Rao? I sent the message that drew you here. Virgil shall not arrive to aid your decision-making.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil! Touting your flair for the dramatic, even now I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal.
Oh.
Suffering the ignobility of retreat.
Beware what you say. This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the sense not to assail us outright. Surrender, and perhaps we may yet live.
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protectorate. I've no wish to fight. Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you.
It's possible this is a ploy, and the Consul is on to Virgil and I. But if that is so...
Are you mad?
I trust Sentinels no more than you, but I am using this situation to gather information, which I would expect you would also do if you weren't so focused on haranguing me.
Agreed.
Conversation is not likely to distract me from my purpose. I am here to kill no one, but unless there has been some kind of mistake,
What?
you must still submit to me.
Yeah. Well, they don't know, because they understand. They have till like November, so.
Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my...
Come now, do you expect me to believe that? Not only are you not in shackles, but you're also still alive. I can't imagine...
So he's chosen not to attack, but the...
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death.
This is all clearly a tactic on the Consul's behalf. By sending out his agents, he's...
What must you think of me? Or my fellow Sentinel? But you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to invent... I cannot speak to its purpose.
Or it is yet another falsity, intended to draw us close.
It's a risk worth taking.
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another. If you had not interrupted, I will...
I shall follow him. That's done with. He left peaceably, as he said. Though I have my doubts for how long.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a battle to the death.
I'll spare you my doubts for the umpteenth time, Tristan. I just hope the risk is worthwhile.
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into Oculus collating post.
What if the Reese were about the online? We will see.
Let us do just that. I regret we've not had more time to talk, Virgil. It has been ages.
Based off a leak.
I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to converse when you've finished your investigation. I have several leads of my own to pursue, as a matter of fact. Until our paths cross again, my friend.
When I heard that, I saw it from a leak. I know what Take-Two is. Of course I know about Take-Two. Yeah. Yeah, that's what the leak one said. It was 3 days ago before Take-Two. Yeah, there was a leak before they... Yeah, 3 days ago there was a leak.
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of
That's why I didn't know about Take 2 1. That's why I was so adamant it was a week.
local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. These security measures should not be operational. Stations should be on reserve power. We'd best tread carefully.
Yeah, the one I knew of, it was a week, like 3 days before Lost Star. That's why I was confused. I wasn't... I was just saying what I know. I wasn't... So... It wasn't what I was just not trusting you, but it was just what I learned. Yeah. He just got it.
Well, no one is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defenses.
Oh yeah, you know what's crazy? They've been updating the Assassin's Creed show tasks.
Be on guard. Someone else may be here.
Mm-hmm.
Bypass. Lifting the lockdown. We may now reactivate the station in the reactor room.
Yeah. Yeah.
The reactor activation circuits shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. Let me look.
Fists.
Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. Did a scrap gnaw on this? Soften. Mesh. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger
I think that's what they have in part 3, probably.
It should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems out of place.
Ready to waste it. On your command.
Yeah. There we go. Yep.
Be wary for anything that may be a clue as to the hidden room location.
So, let's just say the service is not really worth it anymore. You know what I'm saying.
I cannot say I have had to search for a hidden switch in a protectorate holding before. Keep watch. It could be rather small and well hidden. Let us proceed with due haste.
code is limber. No, let's try amulet. No, wingtip. No, ambergris can't be it. That's too short for a facility like this. Wait. Oh, no.
Of the strategies of feigning innocence I have seen, this is certain. For these crimes... Wait.
Because I work for Sub Rosa? More than that, I don't think I can say, Cadet Rao. Mostly because I...
Okada is, or was, a petty troublemaker, though a crafty one. As cadets, Virgil and I apprehended him often. Sometimes Virgil let him go, but he usually went to mental refreshment.
Often enough to know the technicians by name. Until I forgot them again.
This truly is no ploy. But mental refreshment is supposed to return wayward subjects to the proper path, not cause whatever this is. Despite his faults, the Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure facility. Duty dictates that I must execute. That's a wise path. One that shall give me time to contemplate what must be done.
An arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds, yet I remain alive? Didn't think that was possible. I was sent here to do a specific job, but some of the details are hazy. I was hired by an anonymous third party. They provided me with this I was told the station was abandoned, which it clearly isn't, and to break into this terminal and delete the information on it. Well, I'm surprised too. This used to be...
Ignorance does not excuse criminal action, even if you did not know the severity of...
He and the other one must have put me away close to 12 times
Ne'er-do-well is a polite...
I got 18 months of hard labor for that. Served me right.
That's interesting, but it must be false.
I didn't used to be like this. I can still sneak with the best of them. Not being able...
Any of my fellow arbiters would have killed you before this conversation began. But I can't decide whether to disdain or pity you.
Yeah.
I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not.
Outer worlds. Dude, there's gonna be people who don't understand what I was talking about because they can't hear you. That's gonna be interesting.
My duty dictates it. Killing Okada may not affect
What?
the one who hired him, but his trespass is an indelible fact. He
No.
should not be here. That doesn't mean anything. Were the situation different, perhaps I could look the other way. I am familiar with the concept, but in the Protectorate, intent matters little. Manslaughter still... There is a difference. Though this is hardly the place for a discussion about Protectorate law. It is fortunate you have gained my trust. Be gone. You've been granted your final stay of
I didn't think this would happen. Thank you. And you. Without you, I would have been reduced to my composite parts. Here, take these. I suppose you'll have more use for them in my present state.
Allowing a Sub Rosa agent to leave with his life in the heart of a protectorate station. The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal. I believe I know the answer. It is an arbiter's gavel is just... From that terminal, it sounds as if the Supreme Arbiter had some sort of business with the Consul. To what end, I wonder? The tone of her response and that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the Consul. But the Protectorate does not ally itself with Sub Rosa. I couldn't imagine. Well, as for my decision to allow him to go free was at odds with all I have been taught. He was a traitor and should have died. Yet, I cannot help but feel strangely justified. That's just it. I am supposed to be an objective judge of moral intent, hence my role as a peacekeeper for the Protectorate. How can I maintain this role if I falter? To me, there cannot be altered and...
And oh, the thing about this, how about I talked about it after this, after I'm done with the video?
It would appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control. I look forward to traveling there, once you're sufficiently prepared. No. The Sentinel worked on the Consul's behalf. I do note that the agent was an odd wrinkle, but that still does not fly in the face of what I believe. Excellent. I look forward to it.
What?
Let us make our way to Central Control forthwith.
Here we go. What?
Let me know when you
What?
Central Control, battle stations.
5? Wow. Good timing, because 3/4 they don't pop from price.
How are you still upright over there?
That, that she's new.
None shall stand against us. To battle!
You can. Oh yeah, now you don't need the realm to play with her. On Minecraft.
Consul Thoreau, I'm sure you're surprised to be receiving this message, and thus I can assume you already know my intent. Even considering aligning myself against the Sovereign is like sticking my hand in boiling oil. Yet my dead charges spur me forward. 10 scores of Arcadia's finest, at least 10 scores, died in defense of Golden Ridge. And does the region lie in our control? No. We fled like sprats, all at Varric's behest. I shall lower myself to work with you, Consul. I will help you uphold your plan to... Hold it. What in blazes? How long have you been standing there? What did you hear?
I cannot believe what I heard. I cannot. Actually, it wasn't. Perhaps at first, until I discerned her true intentions. My mentor hated the Consul and was deeply devoted to the Sovereign. She'd never speak thus.
There's a simpler explanation here, Tristan.
What I'm proposing is eminently plausible. It may be beyond you to see her machinations, but it's obvious. It's not obvious. Wait.
Arbiter Rao, I finally got you. Submit quietly to...
Are you in...
My name is Junior Arbiter Mayhall, and I operate on Arbiter Mandate, as you did once. Now, no question...
It's logical.
I cannot deny that Central Control has changed, but...
Enough. This has been an unpleasant day, and my...
They're far from baseless. You stand accused of abandoning your post, of infiltrating protectorate facilities with opaque aims. There's no discussion to be had with criminals. I needed to see firsthand...
These accusations of yours are slander. If you believe false bravado shall save you from my wrath, you're sorely mistaken. At Oculus, and again at the Vox, you showed here my sense of duty. Slaying her for sincerely trying to do what is right would be a farce of justice.
What? I may not wish to judge him. I may not understand what has come over.
He was simply doing his duty.
That's even worse than I thought.
The Supreme Arbiter taught me to follow my own sense of justice. And I have. Use your mind. Think.
What?
Ironic.
That's impossible. I refuse to believe we both could be guilty if we were simply...
We don't know that for...
Even consider my hand stayed. I can see that judging Tristan would only...
It would appear...
Guess it can't change.
So, what course of action do we take now?
It's important for an arbiter to use their forebrain. You may find more questions than answers.
Uphold justice in my...
Glory. I'm pleased we were able to resolve that altercation peaceably.
You're showing a lot more restraint these days than I'd expect.
You know, I'd even venture to say she reminded me just a little of myself as a lad. All this excitement did not make me forget the confession on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I have to bring it to Virgil. Together, we can discover... Have you lived all your life within the Protectorate? I refuse. Virgil will know it.
Yeah.
What? I reckon
I shall not stay your execution.
He doesn't have to join. Didn't we make that? So he can, and he can join. Talking like Beastman, but sometimes Beastman doesn't even join at all, even though he's online. We. Alright, we did this. I'm done. No, I'm not talking the long way. Long way, but. Okay, now I'm confused. Great. Oh, I was doing the right way.
Smells like paint and agitated dust. Renovations, I surmise.
There we go.
I think you ought to be careful, Commander. After what we saw in that lab on Cloister, I ain't keen on aligning with anti... More importantly, it's becoming clear to me that folk don't actually want us here. Westport resisted as long as they could. You think that doesn't extend to the rest? There is another option. The Order. They're trying to do right by the refugees, after all. Transition of power will be smoother anyway, if this war's anything to go by. I'm glad you're considering it. Listen, normally I'd take issue with one person playing Kingmaker. That is to say, you, and especially the Earth Directorate. But time's too short, and the stakes are too high for tribalism. There'll be enough time for that later. For now, we need to ally with someone who can defeat the Protectorate and close the rifts. So whatever you decide, I'll support you. We should move on, unless you've got something for me?
You might follow a ruinous religious doctrine and be driven by irrational, bloodthirsty urges, but you're a rather effective killer, and I respect that.
That means a lot, coming from such a ruthless purveyor of death. Wish you'd let yourself really get into it sometimes, though. Get your face and hands drenched in blood.
That sounds disgusting, dear. Though I do appreciate the sentiment. Lovely day for a coup, dear. The only surprise about the Protectorate's consul usurping the Sovereign's authority...
Unless he's stared.
It did not happen sooner. Whatever's on your mind. Oh, I am a dedicated member. Consider yourself lucky. You already know more about me than anyone else I've met in the last 20-odd years. Information. I was tasked to influence pivotal events. To keep the solving of the equation on track. Dorado appealed. Our department was shuttered shortly after Ruth Pissar took office. To put it mildly. After the incident in question, seeking may all...
It's strange how I ended up here, leading the cult. If I hadn't started traveling with you, I may have spent my days hunting down the members I thought traitors and never realized it was Dagmar until too late. You may not have noticed, but I have a tendency to be a little impulsive, reckless.
Well, now he can. He can't see them before the fact.
The cult needs me. They need my certainty. And I'm not discounting your part in all this. Like I said, without you...
I'm glad we made it off Greater Tranquility Station. I only hope we do not pay for this decision in the future. But let us focus on the... Certainly, I consider myself an open tome. Virgil and I are just as close as any blood-related set of individuals. He is a true and able ally. One to be relied upon. We make extremely effective. It's a shame there may only be one supreme arbiter. Who amongst our motley assortment would you care to discuss? I find Agent Ibarra most curious. His system of values differs from my own, but not so much as I would expect. I look forward to understanding him better. His renewed devotion to the Earth Directorate is most commendable. Acknowledging an organization's
16 minutes
faults,
before.
to ameliorate them is
Um,
far more difficult than
I don't know.
resignation.
Yeah.
She is an endearing piece of engineering. Her continued functionality, despite her advanced age, speaks to a skilled caretaker.
And they
She
was.
retains certain quirks. Earlier, she bumped into my head, bleating, "Please do your part to keep the incognito clean. Remove any and all foreign mineral deposits." She is an enemy combatant, and were I not in your command, I would be honor-bound to bring her low. Yet, she is also oddly intriguing. She does not possess the scavenger's appetite of her
That's when
colonies.
why after the.
Perhaps if I came to know her better, I might, find techniques to use against her fellows. She is most certainly a typical Auntie's choice minion, unfortunately. Though overlooking it is Marisol possesses a calculating resolve. Though she may claim to resist her nature, I find that I view her with no greater warmth. I should not be surprised that the cultist has delved wholeheartedly into... She cannot be trusted in her present state to do so much as work on macro. Verily, idle gossip hardly suits an arbiter anyhow.
Did he tell them what they said? like paraphrase it.
We repel invasive elements.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most... Troublemaker! Our duty to protect them.
Ready to take a hit? Blowing down!
Help you?
Industrial engineering.
Caduceus, not detected. Entry claimed, yet firmly declined.
What was in those rations? Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh. Forgive me. Pardon us. You were mentioning some non-protectorate... I still have trouble saying that. It is... If you... I would pass the Caduceus on to you in exchange for... No. Capitulation I can stomach. Here, you are now operator of the archive. Congratulations. Be warned, you may find it a temperamental machine. Some maintenance may be required. Is there a protectorate curativist in the house? I feel rather woogly.
Caduceus detected. Alternative operator postulator. Concluded. Automatic replacement. Greetings, sentient.
A 10?
Give the word and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Stranded on a hostile planet, day 35. Brought to you by the frigid cold and voracious wildlife. Starring noted...
Hoyt. Name's Hoyt, right? I've noted some right sophisticated interactions among the Krabos lately. Intricate courtship rituals. Coordinated group efforts, all about thermal transfer. When my unit was first stationed down here, I kept making excuses to sneak off and observe them. Product research, I said. Very hush-hush. Eventually gave my lieutenant a field promotion and ordered them all away. Been living off the land here like the Krabbles ever since. Their unfertilized roe actually makes for some good eating. Included some with this message. Eat up.
The console provides, the system abides.
It tastes a bit.
Welcome to the IMU with the aid of my operator. I, a non-sentient might to optimize to maximum to a
I have the sinking sensation that this...
Beg you, how may I best facilitate your efforts? Peruse. What is the aim of your query? The to 25.7 years, and any job in order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, I have called repair. Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern. The sum total of all our accumulated knowledge in
The roving minds in the Order can fix many things, but if the archive melts down, I suspect even they will have their hands full.
Some attempts by non-Order operators to reprogram my priorities have also led to issues. Return to
console.
want to, but I'm not ready. Ready to take...
ordered complexity. All things have a reason for existing, a purpose to fill. But what purpose is served by hundreds dying senselessly in the cold? The longer this interminable war drags on, the more convinced I become of the universe's dispassionate variability. We must reconcile with this reality, and if we cannot, then perhaps it is time we evolve a new philosophy altogether. It's certainly worth bringing up with the presiding bishop upon my return.
There we go.
Welcome back, Agent. In what manner can I assist you?
Cool. Look at me. As giddy as a first-year novice.
All right. Let's listen.
No. This isn't right. There must be some mistake. The beliefs advocated here. I don't suppose you have any other recordings?
It's evident what happened. My colleagues must have gone quite mad in the isolation.
Only one certainty remains. These logs must be destroyed. I shudder to imagine the ramifications. Please understand. What's been... Scientism teaches that the universe is constant, rational. I know, of course. You're right. Rejecting data out of hand only leads to confirmation bias. I will preserve the logs, if only to study where these scienticians went wrong. I believe I promised you a reward. Here is that lockbox. I regret I don't have a key, but I'm sure you'll find some way to access its contents. Eventually. What other stray inquiries occupy your mind?
Welcome back. In what manner can I assist you? Don't we all? And what it was... Cloister has two things in abundance. Ice and... Indeed. Welcome back. In what manner can I assist you?
Those fools. But the only explanation is that they were lackeys of the consul. Why else would they engage someone such as myself without expecting reprisal? Then they should have reported. I shall.
Oh, and also send you an email. Yep, that's just .news. So they did confirm it's gonna be a RPG. But and
hope you have good news for me. I knew I had the right person for the job. You've saved me quite the headache. Your reward, as promised. You did sharpen my pencil, so I suppose sharpening yours is only fair. I'll put in a word with my associates to pass along to whatever Protectorate forces are on site to expect you. It's no guarantee, but at least they won't fire upon you on site. In exchange for my help, however, I want you to bring the data back here so that I can make a copy of it. Before you hand it over to the Order, to be clear. Do we have an accord? You've no doubt heard the phrase, knowledge is power. Sub Rosa benefits from all the knowledge it can acquire. I can tell you no more than that. And now you'll help me out more. So sweet of you, really. We do work well to return.
Commander, I have news. His message was suitably vague. I suspect he fears the consul's eyes scanning his message, but I believe it to refer to the ARP parts of the location. Bring my own.
There you go.
Zeb always wanted to bring change to Arcadia, like you and I are doing now, Commander. Feels good to see some of those dreams realized.
Silent as a tomb. I hope we aren't too late. Virgil's not about. He's like to be in the training grounds depths. There's a lift that will take us lower, located behind the door next to those stairs.
Tristan! It's a relief to see a friendly face. Do come up.
Virgil! Oh, thank...
Impossible. Why is it impossible? So that you may claim ignorance as to the truth of what you've uncovered? Fine. If you're still so thick-skulled...
Attention, Arbiter Virgil Montag. On...
Damnation! I knew the Sentinel... We have no choice but to...
Arbiter Montag, lay down your arms. Surrender and die. To do your job is a virtue. Every part is a call. Every subject ensures the glorious bounty.
Come on.
Those fools were but an expeditionary force. I shall take an alternate path to prepare a...
Hold! You were beginning to say something.
We cannot have this Virgil, enough! You already know whether you're willing to... Very well, then. Tristan, you stand before the murderer of the Supreme Arbiter. I don't Open your eyes, Rao. The Supreme Arbiter was planning to send a message in her final moments, pledging allegiance to the Consul. I did what I thought was just. No, I had to. I knew that if you learned what had transpired...
Would it? Or were you just trying to save yourself from my wrath?
With the demands this war has made on us all, I've not seen our mentor for some time. Unfortunately, it was.
But there was a choice.
Because I didn't want you to know. I never wanted you to learn the truth because I feared you'd lose your faith. No. I feared what you might learn. Obviously, he did not succeed. I was pleased to learn that my decision did not result in him. That is news to me.
Killing one of Arcadia's future arbiters over a singular breach of rank would have been most tragic. But this is not the... No. I can't, but playing false with me. That's another matter entirely. And the matter of justice. You're right. This is not the first time we've encountered the paradox. Our prior... But... I cannot view this objectively. Virgil killed our mentor. It's madness. I cannot simply let that stand. Can I? I just don't know. This situation has me at a loss. Deciding on a border... The law... But... Is addressing traitorism not the utmost priority of any arbiter? Is not the... No. I cannot bring myself to execute my sworn brother. Oh, it would... I know not what to make of the Supreme Arbiter's betrayal.
I know this decision can't have been easy. But better to make a hard choice you can live with than an easy one you can't.
I don't know what to say. I just wish there had been some other option. That's all well and good. 1,000 words of thanks. Though, before I go...
Go with the Sovereign's blessing, brother. And be careful. If you survive today only to be brought low by an agent of the Consul at a later point, I shall be most annoyed. Commander, this has all been... drained.
Oh. I have a flashlight? Oh.
Commander, I've had some time to process. Despite the manner of what Virgil has done, I still have much doubt about my path, but I don't believe Protectorate law is as ironclad as I... Having good intentions does not spare you. Doing what you think is right does... Yet what can I do? More than 100 years of Protectorate society cannot be changed by a lone body. Can it? But how? I see. I shall remain with the Protectorate. interpreting its laws through a moral instead of a punitive lens. Innocent until proven guilty is a novel concept, but it is worth a try. A drunken, disorderly subject once struck my faceplate with an electrical pitchball stick, resulting in a concussion. My head pounds worse now, but my heart feels lighter. When we began traveling together, I was not sure what to make of you. But your input throughout our time together has been invaluable. I deeply appreciate your hand in this investigation, Commander, and in entertaining my incertitude. Let us move forth to free Arcadia from injustice.
This, that. Don't do this one first. Next video. I'm trying to end this video here. After the what I've seen. Thank you. Hope you enjoy. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you later. Whee!